I was trying to change my productivity by changing apps. But the real issue was how I see my work and not the tools that I'm using. If you change the way you look at your time, your whole workflow will change automatically. In this video, I'll share 3 perspective shifts that changed entirely the way I work. But first, I will show how my previous perspective was influencing the way I do things. The first thing, I stopped seeing my days as a list of tasks. Instead, I focus on a specific outcome. So for example, when you have a list of tasks, everything feels urgent and equal. Reply to an email, fix a bug, edit a video, post something on LinkedIn. You actually don't know which one you should tackle first. But when I move towards outcomes, it's a little bit different. I need to improve my online presence or I need to improve my videos. I now know what specifically I want to work, what's my main outcome, and what specific things inside the outcome I can break it down and make as a list of tasks. I try to do one video a fortnight. So between this fortnight, I try to build a script for my videos, create thumbnails, think about the description, and most importantly, search if it is a meaningful or a useful video for my audience. So now that I have done almost 90 videos for YouTube, changed the workflow, the way I speak, pacing of my videos completely. The main reason is I always try to improve a single outcome into my videos. My first videos, the image was horrible, the audio was terrible, the angle of the cameras or the design behind me, everything was very bad. But the main thing that I did is instead of focusing on doing a single perfect video, I start focusing on the outcomes. I start doing videos focusing only on improving my audio. And once I improve my audio into a level that I say, well, that's enough, I move on into improving the quality of my lighting, and then after that, improving the way I speak, the way my scripts are. So everything I took step by step towards my main outcome, which is living off YouTube. So the goal is being a digital influencer, but sometimes you need to break that goal into smaller outcomes. And instead of focusing on tasks, outcomes allow you to have the freedom of juggling specific tasks as important or not important depending on the criteria for that outcome. The main outcome of a video is to deliver quality, deliver a good content for the audience. Otherwise, that video won't be seen. But my main focus in the beginning was basically improve the quality of my videos. And when I say the quality, it wasn't the content, but it was actually the video, the camera, because I knew even if I deliver very good quality video in terms of content, if the quality of the video is trash, people won't watch it. So I took the reverse approach. I improved first everything else that I could, that's simple, that's easier, for example, lighting, hardware, everything physical, because you can either buy it or you can watch a few videos and improve yourself. And I left the hardest for later, which is improving scripts, improving the way you're talking with the camera, how I'm delivering my messages, because that's by far is the hardest as well, because I'm a non-native English speaker. So that's the main goal that you should be pursuing. Now is the second change, and I do believe the second change is the most important of them all. I stop assuming I know or I understand everything. And what do I actually mean by that is I start taking baby steps towards everything, literally everything. So I stop saying I know how to do this or I know that, and I start being curious again into, all right, how can I improve my lighting? Or how can I improve a video script? Or for example, how can I clean my house better? So I have one task each week, which is improving any aspect of my life. And it's very broad because sometimes I need some reflection. For example, I've improved my background, I've improved the way I display the things on my table, I've improved the cable management on my desk. Anything that I feel I can improve, I try to take a eye on it and improve step by step. Sometimes it won't be easy, but you need to take that specific approach of being curious and being open to see what you can improve in your life. But you might be asking yourself, I have so many things that I can improve. So I would recommend trying to improve one small thing. Could be your notifications on your phone, or could be the apps that you use or you don't use, or even organizing your computer folder structure or your Google Drive. Anything. You just need to start. In the beginning, I basically did a full list of things I could improve, and then after that, I start running out of things that I could improve. I start just to allocating a specific block of time during my weekend to think about things I could improve into my own life. So sometimes I'm basically just walking around my house or walking in my room or laying down and thinking, what specific thing that causes some friction into my life and how can I optimize it or improve? So this is the third one and is a very difficult change. Basically because I stopped relying on discipline and I start relying on systems. And the main difference between discipline and system is that discipline, you need to have a motivation of very strong will to keep carrying you on throughout the day or months or years. But with systems, you can design the house or your environment to allow you to do whatever you want. So for example, when I'm going to the gym, and if I don't feel like going to the gym a day before, I try to organize my clothes. So I just need to wake up, put my clothes on, and go straight to the gym. Or I try to make things as simple and easy as possible so I can do it. One very hard step for me and very challenging is to film myself because unfortunately I don't have much space, so I have to put all my camera and gear inside boxes, and then whenever I need to film myself I need to pick that up. I know I would film myself and I would do video contents way more if I had all of this display and easy for me to just pick it up. So you can pick one part of your life that feel chaotic, for example, work or study. You ask yourself, what are the inputs? Emails, ideas, messages. Where does these inputs go? They go to a task list app or they go to notes. Where are you storing them? And the final step is how you process them. After you either put in a note taker app or you put in a tasks app, what you're doing and what part of your day are you taking actions toward that specific thing that you take a note. So a very easy breakdown over here is when I came from Brazil to Australia, I wanted to work abroad. I was very young, 23, 24 years old, and my main goal was working abroad. So I developed a system. I was like, I need to improve my English. I need to improve my technical knowledge so I can go through the interviews. And the most important, I need to find companies or places that are able to hire me and relocate me to their countries. So how did I do that? I did it step by step. I defined my main outcome, which was working abroad. And then after that, I list companies that sponsor people and relocate them, and then I start applying for those jobs. And the moment I start applying, got a lot of rejections, of course, but I've keep doing incremental steps along the way. So the goal over here is not be afraid of the outcome, but see ways where even though if you have the outcome and the outcome is a negative one, how can you keep iterating through this outcome and improving yourself over and over until it becomes a yes? So basically, I did three mindset shifts. The first one, changing from tasks to outcomes. The second one, going from I know everything to I'm curious, let's learn. And the third one, stop relying on my discipline or my willpower and rely on systems. And here's a challenge for you. In this week, try to pick just one single step of these three and try to apply into your own life and see how the changes will cascade throughout your week. And then You can come back in this video and comment what changed and what was your experience. If you want more videos that connect with mindset, workflows, and self-improvement, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel.